My name is Eoin Fleming, and I'm the CIO of the Carne Group. I've spent the last 25 years, generally speaking, in regulated industries, mostly in retail banking type environments. And I've kind of lived a schizophrenic life, both as a chief information security officer and as a chief information officer. But these days, the roles are aligned so much, and the incentives are aligned so much that it actually the two roles are becoming one slowly over time. What drives me? What am I interested in? I'm interested in technology. Full stop. It's my job and my hobby. Sad, I know. But the key thing for me is that the companies get the best out of their technology investment. That's the most important thing, and that varies depending on what your technology mission is and what your company mission is. In my role currently with the prevailing macroeconomic conditions, it's to ensure that my users, my company gets the best value for spend. And that's true always, no matter what the macroeconomic conditions might be, but it's particularly true at this time, right? Because again, with rising inflation, greater difficulty finding staff, what we're focusing on and what most companies are starting to focus on fairly ruthlessly is automation. The rise of AI has been massively overhyped, as such new developments always are. But automation leads to repeatability, it leads to auditability, it leads to more efficient processes, more capable processes, right? So it's the right thing to do, but in order to do that correctly, you need to start thinking about, okay, what do I have, where it is, what is it doing, where is the greatest opportunities for automation, and what shouldn't be automated and what can't be automated, right? So that's what I'll focus on kind of during my talk is to walk people through the journey from a de novo environment or not having had that kind of optimization and getting to an optimized state. And we've been on that journey now for the last 18 months. And the thing about it is it's like a snowball rolling down a hill. You start slowly, but you pick up pace very, very, very quickly over time. Managing spend while maintaining customer experience. There's no distinction between. There's no advantage between becoming cheaper and becoming worse, right? So that is, it's often what happens. I mean, the old adage in the industry is cheaper, faster, better, pick any two, right? But that assumes a static choice from a number of options, right? These days there are options for certain things that did not exist 3 years ago, 2 years ago even, right? Robotic process automation has been around for a while, but AI enablement has only really hit the public consciousness in the last year. And to be honest, some of that's hype because there's not a lot of difference when it comes to a process about how you automate it, how you enable it. But the most important thing is not to think in incredibly short-term cycles, right? So which is unusual. Like politicians, C-level employees, CIOs, CTOs think at maximum 12 months ahead, right? They might speculate out to 3 years, but everybody knows that 6 months is really the longest you can be even close to accurate at, right? So the key is to plan what you're going to do in advance, and to focus on maintaining quality while improving value, right? Because if you drop the quality, it might be fine for a while, right? But eventually people are going to notice and you're going to have questions to answer, right? So do not think short term. Do not think, try to think in a longer than 6 month cycle is the challenge, right? Well, you'll hear my dulcet tones. You'll hear me talk about automation. You'll hear me talk about the journey from discovery through to decision making, through to delivery and execution. And particularly, you'll hear me talk a lot about if you don't know where you're going, you will never get there, right? So you need to pick metrics and KPIs that are meaningful, and that actually means something to the business, which means you're going to have to tie it eventually to money every single time, right? But it's possible to tie value and quality to money, and it's possible to spend money to save money, right? And that's the journey I'll take the listeners on.